All right, it is Sunday, September 1st, and after I put my poll out on Facebook, most people said that they were interested in me talking through my process as I work, instead of just keeping quiet, doing more of a meditational vibe sort of video. So that's what I'm going to do from here on. And just to let you know, allergies are pretty bad right now, so I might be sniffling or sound a little off. Ragweed is really bad, and we also have some of the smoke from the wildfires in Canada, but that seems like it was much worse last week than it is this weekend. So I'm gonna keep with my plan of moving kind of randomly around the skull, doing little pockets like this one, and then maybe I'll go, this is like towards one of the horns, and then maybe I'll work the back, and kind of go back and forth, although the reason why my initial plan was to work that way was because I wasn't sure if these beads would fade or bleed into one another. Not that it would really matter because they're all the same color but not the same finish. But after starting this project 4 years ago and it being in front of windows and all of that, I'm not seeing any fading or bleeding in the beads. The matte finish looks fantastic, and so I think I'm going to stick with the plan of moving kind of randomly around, just so that, sometimes when you work freeform, you kind of do get into a sort of what I would call a groove, where you tend to put certain beads next to one another, or there does become sort of a pattern that you can fall into, and this will keep things more random looking throughout the finished piece, is kind of what I'm thinking will happen. So, let's see. So, not much to report. My partner's daughter is up for the weekend, and they are out right now, so I thought I'd get in a couple minutes. I've been kind of working on and off all this morning on it. Since bringing this home, I've actually gotten quite a bit done. I'm really happy at how quickly the work is going. I mean, it probably doesn't look that way to somebody who doesn't do this kind of work, but to me, I'm just really pleased with the progress, and I can really see if I'm able to keep on this sort of schedule, that I might actually be able to have this done maybe around the holidays. I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said, if I'm able to do that. I've decided to bring this home since Benjamin is ill. Some of you know that he was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. It's metastasized. We got the news, I think it's going on maybe, well, close to 3 months now. 3 months in the middle of September. And so, the one piece of good news that we received just a couple weeks ago is that he did get on disability, kind of as fast-tracked when somebody has got the kind of diagnosis that he has. So, we don't have to worry about money, at least for the time being. He's almost met his deductible for the year, and luckily, just that's not one, at least right now, a concern, and which has been really great because Benjamin has not been able to work for quite a while, since like March, really. And at that time, just not knowing why he was ill, but at any rate, not knowing how he feels from one day to the next, this project is something that I can work on while he's sleeping or whatever. So kind of helps take my mind off things. I have such, and because I didn't do any shows for this year, I have tremendous amount of inventory, so I really do not need to be making anything right now. I may end up starting to sell off some of my bead inventory. I'm not quite ready to do that yet. I kind of feel like I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff since our move, and I think that would just be a little depressing to me to start to do that. So maybe not right now, but it is something I've been thinking about. Because I really don't know what my plan will be. I will say that I have enjoyed not doing shows, and so if I were able to crack the code though on internet sales, that sure would be something. But I'm kind of leaning towards not doing shows next year either. It's a lot of wear and tear on inventory, on setup, and on the body. And I think since our last move, I just really have not recovered from that move, I don't think. Plus, I broke a toe sometime at the beginning of May, and it is not healing. I've been trying to stay off it and all of that, and it's just not healing, which I really need it to do here pretty soon because I'm going to need to start being able to take the dog on walks again. And I thought after all this time of not walking her that it would be better by now, but it's not. That looks great. Really happy with the way this is turning out. I really am. So I just wanted to do a short video. I think I'm going to keep it to maybe like 2 or 3 videos a week, even though I will definitely be working on it more often than that and for longer periods of time than that, but then I'm able to video. But I think I'm just going to keep it at that. Maybe I'll do some other videos of the random earrings that I make, or I've got some necklaces. I want to start working on some bead embroidery. I haven't done any bead embroidery for a while, and I'm looking forward to working on those. And I'm also opened it back up to doing commission work. I've had a couple of sort of random projects, and they've been really fun to do. And I appreciate my fellow beaders who have recommended me to their customers to do work maybe that they don't have time for, or that's not their skill set, but the customer's asking for, whatever it is. I really do appreciate it because it's really helped me a lot. Just one other quick thing, and then I'll sign off, but I am participating in Etsy's Labor Day sale that ends tomorrow, and I decided to do a pretty big discount of 30% off, which is basically like wholesale pricing on orders over $100 in my Etsy shop, obviously. And I've taken 2 really big orders, and that's been really great. I love getting my inventory down to where it seems a little bit more manageable. I am in a much smaller space, and it's been really great to sell some older pieces or even some newer things. And I would like to do more freeform wearable work. And I have sold 2 of my bigger pendants, which is super exciting. I really love making those. The bracelets just have not sold very well. So I don't think I've made one in probably over 2 years, 3 years. But it's kind of funny how, I don't know if things just, I think it kind of comes and goes in waves, but I bought some bangles a long time ago, some wood bangles. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. These wood bangles. I think that they're kind of old, maybe from the 60s or 70s or something, because they are tiny. I wear a tight wrist measurement, meaning this part right here is 6, and I think like around here is like a 7 1/4, and it is pretty snug right through here, and you know, that's a okay size for me. So these are going to be small, and I have like 4 or 6 of them, something like that, and I was thinking about doing just my signature seed bead freeform around the outside in solid colors, obviously. That's what I do. And maybe painting these, I'm not for sure, the whatever color it will be, and then doing just seed bead work, no cabochons or anything like that. Keep it fairly simple and just real textural. But I don't know, I'll have to sell off more of my other work before I think I will get started on anything like that. Something like that will probably take me, if I don't do any other work and it's just like a regular work week, probably take me like 4 days or something like that to complete one of those. Well, we'll see. Something in the back of my mind. Maybe after I work up a couple of the bead embroidered necklaces, if some other stuff sells here pretty soon. Let's see. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. That sale is also up for my supply shop, swankanddaughters.etsy.com. I have some already discounted jewelry. I've got some clasps, some beads, some random pieces of art, some vintage stuff, and I don't know, it's kind of a random catch-all. And then I've got my fashion doll jewelry there too, and that is all 30% off, and there's no like minimum to purchase or anything like that. There's no restrictions. I also have the sale going on over in Benjamin's shop, cannonriverbowl.etsy.com. I can't remember what the discount is over there. Can't remember. I don't think I might have put like $100 or something, but it's not as big of a discount. I think just like 5 or 10%. Right. So I think I'm gonna sign off for now. Oh, I forgot to bring this. I keep forgetting that I can zoom in and not lose my working space between the camera and the work. I'll get better at doing that. So I'm going to leave the comments open. I typically just close them down because I've seen some pretty ridiculous things on YouTube. But I'm going to leave this open, just see what happens. And if you've got questions that you'd like me to answer regarding my work, doing freeform, if you want some pointers, anything that I can talk about, or if well, just really anything that you want me to discuss, then I'm up for it. I will pretty much tell anybody my view about anything if they're willing to listen. Whatever. So I think I'm going to leave it right there and go make some lunch. And I'll talk to you later this week.